First grade friends, it's Miss Sullivan with this week's Reading at Home lesson. Today we're going to be reading about one of my favorite summertime treats, ice cream. But before we're able to do that, there's a few things I would like you to grab. The first thing is the reading checkpoint sheet for making ice cream. You can get this by visiting the Harris School website. If you aren't able to print that out right now, that's okay. What I want you to do is grab a plain sheet of paper so that you can jot down your answers as we go. You're also going to need something to write with, so grab a pen or a pencil so that we can do our best handwriting. The last thing you need is the Scholastic News article Making Ice Cream. If you aren't able to pull this up because you're watching the video, it's okay. You can follow along with me because I have a copy of it right here for us. So pause the video and go and grab what you can. All right, friends, welcome back. Are you ready to hear what we're going to be doing today? We are going to identify the details in a text. So readers identify details by taking some steps. But before we go over those steps, you might be wondering, what does the word details mean? Let's talk about that first. So details are pieces of information that tell us more about the main idea. Remember, we've been talking about the main idea, and that's what the text is mostly about. Details are going to tell us more about that. So readers identify the details in a text by taking some steps. The first step is to read the article. Next, they identify the main idea by asking themselves, what is the text mostly about? Then they ask, what information tells me more about the main idea? Then they're ready to identify the important details. Before we identify the details in our story, we're going to go over some of those tricky vocabulary words that we're going to hear. So, article, let's get to our words. Our first word is factory. Can you say that word? And that's a building where large amounts of things are made very quickly. Cars, toys, and clothes are all made in a factory. Our next word is liquid. Can you say that word? And that's a state of matter that flows. It takes the shape of the container it's in. So look at the juices pouring from this container down to the glass. Our next word is solid. Can you say that word? And that's a state of matter that is hard and firm and has a shape. Unlike a liquid, a solid can't change its shape. Our last word is blades. Can you say that word? And that's the long, sharp part of tools or machines. So if we look at our picture, they labeled the blades of the scissors. You have to be really careful around blades because they're very sharp. All right, friends, we're ready to take our first step for identifying the details in a text. We're going to start by reading the article. So if you need to pull it up, you can grab it. If not, follow along with me. Making ice cream. It's sweet, it's cold, it's drippy, it's yummy. It's ice cream. One ice cream factory makes 1,000 gallons of it a day. How? Ice cream factory. We visited the Ample Hills Ice Cream Factory in New York. We learned how ice cream is made there step by step. Step 1. Add the ingredients. First, workers put milk, cream, eggs, and sugar into a big tank. They heat up the tank. Heat kills any germs in the mixture. The mixture is liquid. Step 2. Mix it, cool it. Next, the liquid goes into the ice cream maker. The ice cream maker is freezing. It mixes the liquid a lot. Slowly, that liquid turns into solid ice cream. Step 3. Chop the cake. Meanwhile, workers put cakes on a moving belt. Why? This ice cream will have bits of cake in it. The cake moves along the belt. Blades chop them up. Step 4. Add the cake. Now workers pour the cake bits into a machine. The machine adds the cake into the ice cream. Yum! Step 5. Fill the cartons. Then workers hold out the ice cream cartons. The ice cream pours in from an ice cream filler. Workers also hold out big tubs. They go to ice cream shops. Step 6. Scoop it out. Finally, the ice cream goes to grocery stores and ice cream shops. You can buy a cone at a shop. 2 scoops, please. So I'll give you a close look at the picture. All right, friends, so we just did our first step. Now let's take a look at what step 2 is. So after reading the article, we need to identify the main idea. We do that by asking ourselves, what is the text mostly about? I want you to turn and talk with someone at home or think in your head, what was the article mostly about? Pause the video. So the article is mostly about how ice cream is made in a factory. Now we're going to identify details that tell us more about our main idea. We're going to do that by using our reading checkpoint sheet to figure out what important details are in the article. If you need to grab this, you can pause the video or get your blank sheet of paper so that you can jot down the answers. All right, friends, ready to start answering our questions and identifying the details? So our first question is, where is the ice cream in the article made? In someone's house, in a factory, or at a park? We're going to reread the part of the article that gives us the answer. So I want you to listen to see what our answer is. Making ice cream. It's sweet, it's cold, it's drippy and yummy. It's ice cream. One ice cream factory makes 1,000 gallons of it a day. How? I want you to pause the video and turn and talk with someone at home to answer the question, where is the ice cream made in the article? You're right, the ice cream in the article is made in a factory. So we need to fill in our second circle on our sheet. Now, if you don't have the sheet and you're using a blank sheet of paper, I want you to write the number 1 and next to the 1, write in a factory. So pause the video. All right, we're ready for question 2. Question 2 says, how many gallons of ice cream can the factory make in a day? 1, 100, 1,000. We're going to reread part of the article to find out how many gallons of ice cream they can make in a day. Making ice cream. It's sweet, it's cold, it's drippy and yummy. It's ice cream. One ice cream factory makes 1,000 gallons of it a day. How? So how many gallons of ice cream did they make in a day? Pause the video and turn and talk with someone at home. You're right, they made 1,000 gallons of ice cream in a day. So you're going to fill in the third circle. Again, if you don't have this sheet at home, get your blank sheet of paper, write the number 2, and write 1,000. Pause the video. All right, friends, we're ready for question 3. It says, what happens in the ice cream maker? That is step 2 in the article. The liquid turns into solid ice cream, the heat kills the germs, or workers fill up the cartons. All right, let's read. So it gave us a hint. We need to look at step 2. So if we look in the corner of our pictures, they gave us a number. It says step 1, but we want step 2. So we're going to go to our second box. And it says step 2, mix it, cool it. Next, the liquid goes into the ice cream maker. The ice cream maker is freezing. It mixes the liquid a lot. Slowly, the liquid turns into solid ice cream. I'm going to read you your choices again. And it says, the liquid turns into solid ice cream, the heat kills the germs, or workers fill up the cartons. Pause the video and turn and talk with someone at home to share your answer. Go ahead and pause. You're right, the liquid turns into solid ice cream. So we're going to fill in our first circle. You're going to write a number 3 on your blank sheet of paper and write the sentence, the liquid turns into solid ice cream. Go ahead and pause it. All right, I'm going to leave number 4 for you to do with someone at home, but I'll read you the question in case you're using a blank sheet of paper. It says, what do you think is the most interesting part of making ice cream? Why? So you're going to answer this with the help of someone at home. When you're all done with your paper, I want you to take a picture of it and email it to your teacher so that they can share with me all of your awesome work. I had so much fun learning about how ice cream is made with you guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next week with another reading lesson. Bye, friends.